Alright, hey guys. I'm gonna try installing cruise control in my 2004 Jeep Wrangler TJ. It's a sport. Let me pick up the camera real quick, show you. A lot of the, I believe, 03s to 06s were pre-wired for cruise control. So if it's simple if you're pre-wired. If you're not pre-wired, you usually have to get like a new wiring harness or try and make your own wiring, which I'm not doing. So if you're pre-wired, right here, this little clip will tell you. If you've got this little clip folded up right there next to your brake booster, then you're good. You're pre-wired. This is the actual solenoid for the cruise control. This is the cable, and this is a little vacuum line. I've not hooked it up yet. I just set it here to get a good idea of it. I bought it all on eBay for I think $100 with the solenoid, this bracket that it comes on, the cable, and then the vacuum hose line. And it sits, there's some pre-drilled holes here. So that back one will go in one of these. The front one will go right down there, the front left one. And then the right one will actually replace this here. I was just looking at it, and this still had a rubber piece on it from whatever car or whatever Jeep this came off of. And looking at it, I can see now that this little guy just sits on there like that. So I'll remove this bracket totally, and then this will clip onto here, and then I can screw that foot in down here where that bracket is. My screen just turned off. Scared me. So it should be a pretty simple install. A couple screws, moving this over to there, and then we'll hook up the actual cruise control to the throttle. And just looking at the Jeep, like I said, it's pre-wired. It's pretty much set up to go with or without. So the cable looks like it'll just fit perfectly right in here. Clip in, it'll come around. And this cable's already got the bend from being on a Jeep for years. So let me come over here. Then right there, the cable will go through one of these two. Let me get a little closer. Little clips that are already mounted there. And then it'll come through. It'll go through, you can get a better view from this side. It'll then come through right here in that middle bracket, and from there, just basically it'll be parallel with this right beside it. It'll then come in and hook right here on the throttle. So, like I said, it should be pretty simple. This vacuum line I'm not totally checked yet, but it looks like, just by looking at it, that it'll clip right down here. You see my finger? There's a little vacuum line that's coming from up here, goes down, and there's a cap on this. So it's a T with a cap on top. So I assume if I pull this cap off, I can plug this little guy in, and we should be good. And if I set it here close to where it's supposed to sit, that kind of seems like about where it's supposed to go. Not totally sure, but looks close enough for me. So yeah, that'll be the plan. Also, if you're installing this totally fresh, you will... Oh, okay. Luca, what are you doing? Goofball. You will have to buy the buttons for the steering wheel. That'll actually let you turn on and off your cruise control. These little guys are just blanks, and they come off, and then the buttons go right there. You should have, come on, yeah, you little wolf. You should have pigtails in there that'll clip into the buttons. If it's pre-wired, I'm pretty sure it's pre-wired under here for everyone as well. So it's pretty much plug and play. There's two screws on the back here to get the airbag off. Disconnect your battery before you pull the airbag out, just to be safe. And then two screws, I think one screw on each of these pops off, you screw in the new one, plug it in, should be good to go. I'll show you that. Personally, I don't have the switches yet. They'll be here in a day or two. Also ordered them on eBay for, I don't know, 35, 45 bucks. So the whole thing cost me about 150 total. What's your face? Alright guys, so I don't have a little tripod for my GoPro, so I can't really pose you looking down in here, but I'll show you real quick. Let me pull you over here with my dirty hands. Alright, got your brake reservoir there, or brake fluid reservoir. Right here, this little guy slipped right off, and then I'm going to take these two bolts off. Put you back over there. Those bolts are 10 millimeter. So now, take this little guy. There we go. All right. So let me see what holes line up the best. There's one there. One there. Yep. All right, those three line up great. So removing that other bracket, it gave me 2 spare bolts, but this new bracket has 3 bolt holes. So I'm going to use 2 for now, and then hit up the hardware store or something later and find a 3rd bolt that'll fit. Pull this piece of rubber off. There we go. And just slide this back on this bracket. Oh man, it's like it was made to go there. So filthy hands, but I feel so bad touching the GoPro. I just did this bolt here. Let me touch my screen so it comes back on. Just did that bolt there, and then that bolt right there, and then this little guy just slides on this piece of the bracket. It's right on there, and it holds it in position. And then you take this clip, plug it in there, which I probably won't do right now because I don't have the switches yet. And now I'm going to check out this vacuum line. We'll see how that goes. Alright, I kind of just went ahead and hooked it up off camera. I mean, wasn't much to it. So that was already bolted down. I took the plug, just untaped it, plugged it in right there. Then the actual cable just runs right through here. I just clipped it in right there next to the actual throttle cable. It loops around. There are 3 little clips there for the cable to go into. The left one was already in use for the actual throttle cable. Then the one right next to it is what I used for the cruise control cable. So I put it in right there. And then from here, right here is the next bracket for the cables. Once again, the left one was used already for the throttle cable. Then the one directly to the right of it, I used for the cruise control cable. And the next one is right here. That one was a lot bigger, so it wouldn't even fit there, so it was pretty obvious which one it goes into. Then that's that bracket. It just had the clip on it already. You just push it through, and then those little sides clip out, so it can't be pulled back through unless you squeeze them from this side. And then right here, this just was easy. I just kind of pushed back the throttle just a little bit, and that slides right on. And it locks on. I mean, you can push it right back off, no problem, but it just had a little groove in it, so it just slides right over this and hooks on. And it's as simple as that. This vacuum line, you can see it falls right where I was thinking it would go, and it's already shaped to go right to that spot. So the only thing I don't have right now is vacuum hose. So I might run up to O'Reilly's or AutoZone here real quick and just walk them outside and say, hey, I need a tiny section of vacuum hose that'll fit over this. And then I'll just buy a however short of amount they'll sell me, and it'll just, this end will slide into that hose, and then you'll take that cap off and then slide the hose over that cap. Anyway, I got that cap off right there, which is kind of hard because that was under vacuum, so I had to kind of cut the cap a little bit and then pull it off. And now I'm just going to force this little hose over it, and then force the other section over this, and that'll connect them. So this hose is basically just going to be a little adapter to fit the two. All right, wasn't terrible. Down there on that T where it connects, it was actually, that nipple coming off that T is a little bit bigger than what this line is. So it was kind of hard to get it on there because the hose just barely fit on this actual line right here. So I had to really force it on, but I mean, it's on there pretty good now, and I think it'll be fine. It looks good, it's connected, it should work good. Nice and snug on both sides. So that's pretty much all there is to hooking this up. All right, and we are back. It is 2 days later. Still freezing cold outside. It's 52 in my garage right now, so it's not that warm in here. But I got the steering wheel. Got the steering wheel controls in. Bought them off of eBay. So yeah, we're gonna get those installed and see if the cruise control works. First, I'm gonna disconnect the battery. One of my favorite parts about Jeeps, just being able to lift the hood up and all the way back. Nice and open. Tons of room in there. So I'm going to disconnect the battery because we have to take the airbag off the steering wheel, and I don't think anyone wants to get punched in the face with an airbag. Looks a little better on the camera. Alright, there are 2 screws right here in the back of the steering wheel. One's right here, one's on the opposite side, and that is a 8mm socket. So you're just going to undo both of those. Alright, there's our airbag. You could take that, unclip those wires and take it off. I'm just going to leave it there. Alright, 1, 2 Phillips head screws. Let me grab a screwdriver. Bring it up here. Right there is one screw. There's the other. Take that screw out. This little plastic blank comes off, and this wire is part of your being pre-wired for cruise control. This little guy pops out, and then that will be where our new button goes. And the guy I bought this off of on eBay, he actually sent me the screws with it too, which is, I mean, I have screws, but that's just kind of nice. Appreciate the extra effort. So yeah, then just plug that little guy in. That's my new switch. I'll give you a close-up. It's in pretty good condition, nice and clean. You can still read the words on it, so it's not worn off by someone's thumb. So, stick that little guy right back in there. It's got kind of a little clip on this side that you just put in first. Alright, so then we're just going to take off this other blank. Just unplug the wire. It's got its little clip back here. Just depress that, kind of, and pull the wire out. Yeah. I lied. There we go. Come on. Alright. And then let me get my other switch. And then here's the other one. Also in pretty decent shape. Just going to take the wire, plug it in. Alright. And then just, once again, here's that little clip on the side. Just going to put that in. Squeeze in here. There we go. There we are. You gotta kind of be, I mean, not careful. It was a little goofy. I didn't notice at first that those two screws that hold the airbag in, that's kind of what holds this plastic firmly in place on the back of the steering wheel. So without it, it was moving around, and these two screws here also holding in. So once you undo everything, it'll fall out of place, and that's why I thought the switches were maybe a little misshapen, but it was just this plastic had moved. So you got to push it back and kind of hold it in place when you're screwing it in. But I think that's it. So just put the airbag back up here. And where did my ratchet go? There it is. Put our two bolts back in for the airbag. Oh, there it is. My cruise light came on. It won't totally focus, but yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, well, that's what the steering wheel looks like now without the blanks and with the new buttons. Well, it looks pretty good. Very excited. And bonus clip, I took it for a drive and it works. It's such a simple thing and it was pretty cheap, but I don't know, it was very gratifying to add a factory option like that to a car that's like 16 years old now. And I don't know, you can't even find those parts new anymore. So I don't know, it was real quick, easy, and cheap, but I don't know, I feel like I did something kind of cool that might be impossible to do in a few more years. I don't know, but thanks for sticking around, guys, checking it out.